No, it's not. Okay, welcome on in, friends. How's it going today? How's it going? First and foremost, before we get on into it, if you aren't already, hit that purple heart button. I would appreciate it. You get notified whenever I go live. Plus, my follows are anonymous, so if you wanted to lurk in the shadows and not get shouted out during stream, either vocally or having your name broadcasted on the stream, you can do that. Also, if you aren't already, follow all of the socials. I post on Twitter whenever I go live, plus the occasional other stuff. And on YouTube, I post most of my VODs there, as well as a bunch of clips get uploaded there as shorts. So yeah, with the YouTube, ZA VODs are going to be up. There is one more episode to go, one more VOD. So that will be up, I think, tomorrow. And then I got a whole bunch of clips as well that are scheduled to go up as well. When the BDSP VODs will go up, I don't know. Maybe this weekend? I'm not sure. I have to double check my upload schedule and everything and what I have scheduled with that. But plenty of content over there as well. And then, last but not least, if you aren't already, join the Discord as well. I post whenever I go live there as well. Plus the occasional notification if you want for any schedule updates or changes or YouTube uploads there as well. So yeah, other than that, welcome on in. Perry, how are you doing? I see you sniping that first. I hope you're doing all right today, friend. Welcome on in. But today, we are going to be finishing the BDSP Elite Four. We got to the league yesterday, or not yesterday, Friday. I guess today's Monday. Good Lord, I'm all thrown off. We got to the league on Friday. And as much as I would have loved to keep all of my Pokemon in the game, it just was not going to happen. With the time frame that I wanted, it wasn't going to happen. So I ended up transferring all my Pokemon to Scarlet Violet so that I could just use some candies, level them up. I didn't do any hyper training because how it's set in home, how it's coded in home is because hyper training normally requires a Pokemon to be level 100, which is how it was originally introduced. I did not do that. So like in Scarlet Violet, you can hyper train at level 50, but they may have introduced... No, in Scarlet Violet, they introduced it in level at 50. But in previous games, which includes BDSP, hyper training is at 100. And so the only way for me to get a hyper trained Pokemon back to BDSP is to get it to level 100, which I did not want to do. So I'm like, you know what, it's fine. I'll at least get the level. So I think 75 is fair. I think it's a good balance of what might be maybe a little bit of a challenge for some of the later Elite Four and for Cynthia, but not so much that it's a complete blowout. So that should be fine based on my own experience, because I think whenever I did this on my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, granted it's been a couple years, my team was around between 65 and 70, and that was a huge challenge. I honestly could have wiped. So just for the sake of, I don't want to have to do this again and not get like completely murdered during the fight, I'm going to make this, maybe a little bit more doable. I also changed like 2 natures around. I ended up changing Staraptor's nature to be more beneficial, because I think Staraptor had a neutral nature. Ended up changing to Adamant, I believe. It was a debate between Adamant or Jolly, but I believe I went Adamant. And then I also changed Gardevoir's to Modest as well. Everything else, though, I left the same. Moves really haven't changed a ton, other than, you know, some level up, and then I used some PP ups as well, just to boost them as well. Also, I did change around some items a little bit, just because I went grinding this weekend for items and a handful of other things, just to make, you know, my life a little easier for this as well. So I ended up getting a couple plates. I spent probably a good, I don't know, maybe 5 hours underground digging, because plates are not common. They're pretty rare things to dig up, and so I spent a long time trying to get the pixie plate. I ended up getting the mine plate, and I thought maybe that, you know, considering how long it took for me to get that, to maybe give up, but I'm like, nah, we'll see what happens. And it wasn't actually too much longer. I ended up getting the pixie plate with that as well. So yeah, plenty of grinding this weekend for other things other than just levels, because I kind of cheated the levels a little bit, but it's fine. We don't need to talk about it. So, with that, let's kind of get into it. Oh, you're playing ZA. Listen, I have also been grinding ZA this weekend too. I ended up grinding online battles. I can't remember where I left off, but I'm hoping to get myself to at least rank E, so that I get the 2 dream balls. For the season rewards and stuff. I don't know if it's the season rewards or if it's just the rank rewards. I don't know. But I'm trying to get myself at least to that, so I get those. But I have been using... Oh, what was my team? Mega Metagross, Xerneas, and Mega Garchomp. And except for maybe... one battle, I probably did maybe like 10 or so, maybe not quite 10 online battles this weekend, and that team has been an absolute blowout. I have been destroying. Granted, I also took the time to EV train and everything, so I ended up just catching some alphas, so that they were completely fresh, and then EV train them, give them like a lot of coverage movesets and stuff like that, and it dominates so far. I've also seen some other stuff about some other ranks or some other teams for ranked as well that are doing really well, and I kind of want to try them out. But on the other hand, it's like it took me so long to build just 3 Pokemon, and I don't know. I mean, because I originally was just going to buy the vitamins, and then I saw the price of, like, the vitamins, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'll take the time investment to use the power items and do that. Yeah, it took a lot longer, but it wasn't as expensive. It blew all my Mega Shards, though, so I gotta go farm those again. My level 11 Litleo with level 65 Absol, level 66 Excadrill, 67 Delphox, 64 Venusaur, and 68 for Alligator. Okay. I mean, still, that's a pretty good team. I mean, the poor little Litleo. You know? But otherwise, though, that's still a pretty solid team, honestly. Alright, let's get into the league here, though. So yeah, the game plan for today here is do the league. I don't know how long that's gonna take me. It shouldn't take me an eternity, especially since my team's like leveled up enough that it shouldn't be too much of a struggle. But it shouldn't like be super quick either, I'm hoping. Because depending on how fast it goes, we might do some post-game content, probably in like the battle area, at least getting myself to Stark Mountain, since that would technically really be the only new area for stream purposes, for the VODs and all that, would be the fight area just for like Stark Mountain and stuff around there. There's not really a ton of story-based stuff there. And then Route 224, 224 and I think 225. It's the Shaman area too. I do have the items, the Oak's Letter, in order to activate the event, so that's not a problem. But I would not do it because I don't want to catch Shaman on this profile just in case I decide that I want to be crazy and shiny hunt it again, which I probably will do because that's the only other way for me to get shiny Shaman. I already have one. I've already hunted it once. You know. Alright, final item check. So, let's see here. So we've got... I could probably buy some super potions, honestly, just for like a tiny little bit of healing that I don't feel is necessary to blow, you know, a hyper potion or a full restore or something like that. So yeah, let's buy some super potions real quick. Maybe like, I don't know, like 10 of them or something. 10 or 15 probably. If I can even buy them here. I can. I've got the money, why not? Because I'll probably earn most of it back anyway. If I really wanted to, I could just slap the amulet coin on, but I'm not really that worried about money, honestly. Alright, so, especially since if I'm going to be possibly doing some shiny hunting, I'd like to save my money for buying Pokeballs and stuff. Not that this is the main profile I do shiny hunting on, but, you know, whatever. Alright, final check before we run on in. So, I think 16 super potions is fine, just for some quick healing that I don't think is necessary for a hyper potion. 31 I think is fine for whatever, it's not a big deal. And then 23 full restores. I mean, most of my team is relatively fine with a hyper potion or two. But I think it's fine. I don't think we're going to be getting too killed for it or anything like that. 30 revives I think is more than enough. I don't really expect that many knockouts anyway, but I'd rather have them anyway. How are we doing on full heals? 16 should be fine. Oh, you know what I should have done this weekend, though? I totally should have planted a bunch of Lepa berries. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about Lepa berries, honestly. I should have done that, and I didn't. That's the only thing I didn't think of, but that should be fine. How many, just real quick, and then we'll check these Lepa berries. Not that I can do anything with them, but we'll just check to see how many I have. I have 2. Yikes. AK, let's try to be as conservative as what we can with that. So, anyway, other than that, I think that's it. Let's just make sure. Oh, I also changed Garchomp's ability, too. I changed it to Rough Skin. So, yeah. I did not change Empoleon's ability. So, Empoleon's an interesting Pokemon because when it had its hidden ability introduced in Gen 5, for some reason, it got Defiant. So, Defiant is if it gets any stat drop, regardless of what it is, it gets +2 to its attack. Really strange considering Empoleon's more so special than physical. I mean, you know, if you train it right and everything, you can kind of make an argument for it being more physical. I don't think that's worth it, though. I think that's kind of stupid. But at minimum, you can kind of use it as a mixed attacker, kind of like what I have, because I kept Drill Peck just for coverage. But I didn't really like focus it either other way or anything like that. In Gen 9, it got access to competitive instead, which is a much more appropriate ability. And that's the exact same thing as Defiant, but instead of attack boost, it's a special attack boost. The only thing is, I didn't want to potentially risk 2 things. One, I didn't think that stat drops were going to be a significant issue. Number 1. And number 2, I didn't want to risk changing its ability, which in Scarlet Violet would be competitive, and then trying to send it back to BDSP and have something all wonky, either home trying to flag it as illegal because the ability change from Gen 9, or some other kind of issue, like it's saying that because Empoleon has an ability that it can't get in BDSP, I can't transfer it back in. I didn't want to mess with that, so I left it as is. But Garchomp I did change to Rough Skin, since it only has 1 or 2 abilities and has had it since Gen 5 when hidden abilities were introduced. So other than that, I didn't change anything either. I think everything else had more optimal abilities. Telepathy wasn't worth it for Gardevoir or Palkia because they're not going to come into play. So they're not going to come into play for the E4 and stuff. I mean, you can make the argument, I guess, maybe for post-game stuff, but I wasn't really that worried about it. That's such a niche thing that I wasn't really super worried about it. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So Aaron's first. I don't even remember what he leads with. Probably something really stupid like Drapion or something. I don't even remember. I also looked at potentially changing my clothes because I've been using the Platinum Fit pretty much my entire playthrough. I think it was an early purchase bonus. But the one outfit that I really did like, well, there was 2 actually. The one that I really did like, I already use on... Oh, dang, Dustox lived. I already use on Brilliant Diamond, and so I'm like, I want a little diversity. The other one that I really liked, you don't unlock it until after you beat Cynthia. So, my thought process... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? So, my thought process on that one was... I'm like, alright, well, you know what? I have this entire playthrough pretty much... Also, why do you have leftovers? That's so... Oh, it's Black Sludge, not leftovers. Still, interesting. So I'm like, you know what? Let's at least keep the majority of the playthrough, at least the main story playthrough, you know, is consistent. I know in... like ZA, I changed my outfit like all the time. Heracross. Like I changed my outfit like it was like every VOD. I was changing my outfit and stuff like that until I finally settled on something. Even then, like honestly, I love that there's so many options for trainer customization in ZA, especially considering having, like, not really a lot. Alright, Perry, enjoy your dinner. I hope you have something really good. Like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed... I mean, it was nice in a way at Scarlet Violet that we had some customization options, but it was really upsetting that, you know, in terms of, like, main outfits, essentially, it was so super, super limited. So you couldn't really do a lot with it. It was more so, like, what accessories can you put on to make yourself look different? So I really appreciated in ZA, you know, having so many more options that, like, basically you could basically create it so that really, like, not 2 characters look the same. Oh, wow, that... Okay. I totally forgot about that light screen. And... Oops. I totally forgot about light screen, and I still was able to one-shot. And granted, it's a Beautifly, but, like, come on. So, it's really nice. The only thing is, though, is, like... I don't know, consistent with, like, just about every other game. Female clothing is... there's significantly more options than what it is for male clothing, and that's kind of upsetting. Because I specifically, like, normally I pick the female character just because it's funny. Like, no other reason. I think it's just really funny. I think it's absolutely hilarious, personally. But I really wanted Tawny as part of my story. And in order for me to pick Tawny, I had to pick the male character. And it was really hard. I struggled so much with trying to figure out my clothing and stuff. Because I'm like, I want to look good. But there wasn't, like, as many options. And, like, with ZA, it was really nice that, it was really nice that, you know, within different sets, you could change, you know, certain elements of it. Like, for example, like with the suits and stuff, you could change the shirt and tie color, but you couldn't change them individually. You had to pick, they stay together as a shirt and tie. So even though you could change the shirt and tie and change the jacket, you know, interchangeably, you know, you couldn't change the tie. And it was really, really annoying because I really wanted to take like a tie from like one set and then a shirt from another set and then a jacket from another set and all mix them together. And that wasn't it. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. But oh well, it's fine. Anyway, that's Aaron. Aaron's done. This might actually go a lot quicker than what I thought. Maybe 75 was a little overkill. But then again, considering Cynthia's rocking Garchomp at like 64 or something like that, maybe even a little higher, 68. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes, I guess. All right, Bertha. Bertha shouldn't be too horrible either. The only problem is, like, if it, whatever she leads with, which I think is a Powdon, if it lives, it might, there's a chance that it could do some serious damage to Empoleon. Oh, she leads with Quagsire. I don't have a grass move. This Quagsire is not something I anticipated. I don't have a grass move, do I? Nope. The only thing that could probably learn a grass move is probably Gardevoir with Magical Leaf. But you know what? That's fine. We're here. Also, Luxray is not going to be very helpful here. That's fine. Let's just pray for the Scald Burn and that it takes it down low enough that the burn tick will be enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, Quagsire has Water Absorb. Well, okay. Noted. Quagsire has Water Absorb. Why did I not consider that? I have no idea why I did not consider that, but I did not. Okay. Didn't even think about that. Well, to be honest, I didn't even expect Bertha to even have a Quagsire to begin with. Yeah, that's a problem. Quagsire, unfortunately, is bulky. It's got some special defense bulk, and I don't know if it has Ice Beam. So, let's just go with Gardevoir, I guess, for now. I don't know. The only thing is, though, like, Gardevoir doesn't have a lot of physical bulk. Its bulk is, well, not to say that Gardevoir is bulky to begin with, it's not. But it's more specially defensive than physically. Oh my god! Listen, Gardevoir is an animal. I didn't expect it, 1, to kill, and 2, to go down that fast. I thought Quagsire had a lot of special defense bulk. Was I wrong? Do I not know this? I mean, listen, I know the majority of Pokemon from, like, competitive use. Because that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to, like, figuring calcs out on and stuff. Like, what is Quagsire? Oh, wow. Quagsire's special defense is actually really bad. It's actually not good. It's more physically defensive. Dang, I had that backwards. Alright. Anyway. Moving on. Wishcash. I mean, Wishcash isn't that great, though, yeah? So, still don't have a grass-type move to deal with it, which is unfortunate. But I feel like Staraptor's just going to hit it multiple times. That's the only thing. At least it doesn't have water absorb. You know what? Let's just go Staraptor. No. You know what? Yeah, I mean, it's a Wishcash. Like, what's Wishcash gonna do? Like, seriously. Oh, you know what? Wishcash might have something like Stone Edge or something stupid. You know what? It's fine. You know what? Even if it does have, like, Stone Edge, 1, there's a good chance it might miss. And 2, Intimidate helps. 3, Wishcash attack is not great. So, never mind. I just get a crit and kill it. I don't know the damage calc on that one. I don't know if the crit mattered. I actually have no clue if the crit mattered. But it's really funny thinking about it otherwise. Sudowoodo is not a ground type. But okay. I am kind of curious about the calc here, though. Just like super quick here, kind of like passively while I'm kind of doing this. Because I really want to know if that mattered. I'm really curious if that mattered. It probably didn't, considering the level difference. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm really curious. I need to set levels. What is it? 75 compared to 55. So, assuming perfect defense EVs, that crit 100% mattered. Well, actually, hold on. I had this set to 0. I don't know what Staraptor's... I don't know what Staraptor's... Let me just kind of eyeball it real quick. I don't know what it actually is, and I'm not going to calc that out to that level. I don't even know how to do this. Good lord. Can I not see? Oh, here we go. Attack. Let's just say for kicks, because that's god-awful. Yeah, also did not do any EV training or anything like that, because I did not feel like wasting Mochi. The reset Mochi, because I didn't have that much to begin with, to do that. Let's just say, just for kicks, I don't know, like, that looks to maybe be like 80. I don't know, that's a rough estimate. Yeah, that, you know what, just rough, like super, super rough calculating this out. That crit 100% mattered. There's no way Staraptor would have killed without the crit. There's no way. That's wild. Anyway, enough about me being a nerd, and let's actually beat Bertha. So, but yeah, I didn't do any EV training, just because I didn't have a ton of reset mochi, and I wasn't gonna blow all of my berries just to do that. So, yeah. Golem has sturdy, probably. Can I get the confuse? Yeah, it does have sturdy. Can I get the confusion? Nope. Full restore, of course. So then sturdy triggers again. Love it. Love it. Let's go. I got the confuse. It doesn't matter because it won't attack this turn, so it's fine. Another full restore? Are you kidding me? You know what? It's fine. You know what? At least Power Gem won't do a lot because it's 4 times resisted. At least this will break sturdy this time. Alright, you know what? That actually did a little more than I thought it would. No, not really. Alright. Good lord. Okay. Next, Hippowdon. You know, I didn't think this through. I should have used Garchomp for this and then Palkia for Hippowdon, but you know what? It's fine. So is Bertha gonna be like... Is Bertha gonna use Stealth Rock? Even though Hippowdon's her last Pokemon? You know what? This is probably the only time where if I would have kept Sandvale, it would have actually probably been more beneficial for me than Rough Skin. But you know what? I don't really care. Honestly, Rough Skin, much better ability. Oh my god, you're bulky. Speed Drop does not... Oh my god, it has Ice Fang. And the freeze. Oh my god, bro. Are you kidding me? That's a 10% freeze chance. Oh. I thought out. Oh, also, one thing I questioned last stream. Alright, let's play the RNG game here a little bit. So, I can almost assume, knowing how the AI is going to go with this, I can almost guarantee that Hippowdon is probably going to go for Ice Fang because Ice Fang shows kill. So, in theory, it should use Ice Fang. And in this instance, the speed drop may have actually mattered. Alright, there's the Ice Fang, just don't freeze. Solid. Let's go. One thing I questioned last stream was if I transfer my Pokemon to Scarlet Violet, will the... It's not technically Friendship. Although Friendship may have gotten reset. I don't know. But there's another value called Affection. It was a very similar value in like X and Y and stuff like that. With like the Pokemon and Me, which like the hearts and stuff that you got from that wasn't technically Friendship. I mean, it also fed into Friendship. But it was its own separate value as well. And I don't remember what generation introduced it as actually having a beneficial effect on single player. But I was wondering if the affection value, because I was technically transferring all my Pokemon to another trainer, another ID, if that would get reset. And so then all like the offline, the single player benefits, just like, you know, for example, with Garchomp thawing instantly there, you know, or having the increased chances for crits, which I think Staraptor probably had that increased chance. I think that's, you know, part of it. I was wondering if that would get reset, and obviously it didn't. It looks like it saved on the game, and technically speaking, it was reset when I transferred to Scarlet and Violet, because obviously that's a different trainer ID. So of course it wouldn't show on there, but I mean, hey, I'm not mad about that. I'll take it. Can I not quick math this one? You know what? I'll just use Super Potion. 76, yeah, Super Potion would have been enough. Okay. And you don't need to be perfect, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm not going to use a potion just to do that. Alright, perfect. That's Bertha. Done. Who's next? Flint, I think. Yeah, Flint? Which I am more than prepared for Flint's team, considering 3 Pokemon on my team. Yeah, 3 Pokemon on my team that can deal with fire types. Is my team, like, balanced in that way? No. Not at all. But it's fine. I don't care. Also, let's save here. Was it necessary? Not really. But I have seen that with the latest update, the latest Switch update, it has made BDSP slightly unstable. I think it's more so a crash on load kind of thing. I don't know. I didn't really look that deep into it, so I'm not really sure. I haven't had any issues, but I don't want to say anything more and then jinx it. Yeah, there's the affection thing is doing its thing. Also, Rapidash outspeeding is a little unfortunate, but also Rapidash is pretty quick. You know, hence its name, Dash. So, alright, Lopunny. I don't have a fighting type, but I do have close combat on Staraptor. Also, like, why does Flint have Lopunny? Like, it makes 0 sense. Like, then again, I guess every trainer had, or every Elite Four member had at least one Pokemon on their team that didn't fit their type. Well, actually, did Aaron have? No, Aaron had all bug types, I think. Bertha had Sudowoodo. Flint has Lopunny. I don't even know what Lucian has. I don't know. Yeah, maybe 75 is a little overkill. You know what, though? It's fine. Because you know what? The faster I get through this, that means the more content I can put on. He also has a Steelix? Bro, what? Why does he have Steelix? That's so random. Okay, you know what? Steelix kind of makes sense, maybe. If you think about it, how is Steel made? High heat. And Flint is technically a fire-type trainer. But, like, even then, that's kind of a stretch. That's a little bit of a stretch on that one. Also, Bulldoze probably 2 hits. Yeah. Doesn't trigger Sturdy, which is great. But if he does, it might. He uses Full Restore, then no. Wow, that did a fair amount. I hope that's not low enough, because it shouldn't have been low enough to trigger Full Restore. But with the rough skin, that might have. Yeah, it did. which means Sturdy is still intact. But if it... Was that a crit? That wasn't a crit. That was just a hot... That was a crit. Okay. Never mind. It was a crit. I was going to say, I'm like, wait a second. There's no way, even if it was a low roll that I got the first time, and then the second one was a high roll, there's no way that there would be that much of a disparity in HP, especially on a Steelix using a physical move. Oh my god, another full restore. Brother, go down already. Was that another crit? Oh my god. This affection thing is so broken. I'm so glad it didn't reset. That's insane. Alright. There's no way he's using a third full restore. There's no way. Alright, we're good. Oh my god, that's crazy. 2 crits in a row is wild. What is it? I think like 1 out of 24 chance or something like that for a crit with the affection thing or something. It's like 1 out of like 24, 1 out of 16 or something crazy. Some crazy odds because of the affection thing. I don't know, but regardless, wild. Alright, Driftblim, I believe, does have Aftermath, so I don't want to use Spark. I don't want to touch this thing. It also outspeeds. Thank God I didn't use Spark, because even though it was super effective with the burn, that may not have killed. But, considering Thunderbolt is special, doesn't even check burn, so all I do is take a little bit of chip damage at the end of the turn. Which is fine. Infernape? Yeah. Okay. Easy enough. Yeah, we're actually making really good time with this. I mean, looking maybe about an hour total for the E4, which, not bad. Fire Punch. Okay. Thank you for not having Iron Tail, or at least not using Iron Tail. Are you kidding? You sashed. Alright, I got another crit, but it didn't matter. Because this stupid thing was sashed. And because Flint used his 2 full restores, he's not going to use another one. Bro, what? Okay. Does his Infernape, don't crit, thank you. Does his Infernape not have Iron Tail? Alright. It might not have Iron Tail, which is crazy. I don't think, at least on the first round, the E4 has hidden abilities either. Could be wrong on that one, but I feel like they, at least on the rematch, they would have their hidden abilities, which for Infernape would be so broken if it had... I think Infernape gets access to Bullet Punch. I know it gets Mach Punch. But... it would be kind of busted if, you know, you think it's a good idea to go in with Gardevoir against Infernape, and then Infernape just comes out of nowhere with Iron Fist boosted Bullet Punch with Gardevoir's already lackluster defense. Where is my full heals? Here we go. Perfect. All right. Now on to Lucian, who's our last one before Cynthia. I don't even know what he leads with. Probably something stupid like Xatu. Or you know what, it might be Girafarig. Because I think his ace is either... It's either Girafarig or Alakazam. I can't remember. Survey says... Mr. Mime? Brother, ew. Why? This idiot's gonna set up screens. And I don't have Brick Break. I don't have a way to get rid of screens. Oh my god, you know what? Actually, this is fine, because Mr. Mime's a fairy type. Please use Reflect. I use Light Screen. Okay. This is fine. Wow, that light screen matters. That's crazy how little that did. I mean, I don't think even with the light screen, even if it didn't put light screen up, I don't think Flash Cannon would have been enough to kill. That's crazy. Does it not have Reflect? Or is it just not using it because it sees me using special moves? Either way, I could take advantage of this. I don't know if Aqua Jet's enough to take that out. That's crazy, especially considering that Empoleon has a little bit more towards special attack. Well, because, like, its special attack is what? 210 compared to 165 attack? There's no way. If a super effective... Okay, I mean, we got to factor in light screen, which definitely reduces a fair amount of damage here. How do I was able to get it during... Ah, there it is. Oh, it's X. Wow, most of its EVs are actually towards speed and defense. As I said, this is not me, you know, I did not do any EV training at all because I wasn't wasting berries or reset mochi. This is whatever it gained during the story is what it got. You know? Welcome back, Perry. I hope dinner was wonderful. Just kind of quick calcs. There's no way Aqua Jet takes Mr. Mime out. And Mr. Mime outspeeds Empoleon, which is wild to me. That is such a wild concept, especially considering the level difference. Oh my god, this idiot used a full restore. Alright, let's see how much Aqua Jet does. Shouldn't do a lot, right? Oh, wow. If he didn't use a full restore, Aqua Jet actually would have killed. That's crazy. Oh, I can't see. Oh. Oh, they kept the battle UI. Oh, they kept it very true to Diamond and Pearl. I cannot see statuses, field effects, stat boost, all that stuff like I could in like Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, stuff like that. I don't know how many turns of light screen I have left to deal with. Okay, so I think light screen is 4. Screens are 4 turns. Let's see here. I've used Flash Cannon twice, Aqua Jet once. So I got one more turn of light screen. Drill Peck's not stab, but it's stronger than Aqua. Oh, hold on. Let's see here. So 80, stab 40, 50% boost, 60. Technically speaking, Drill Peck is stronger, even with the stab boost to Aqua Jet. Just for kicks. If I could waste Lucian's... If I could waste Lucian's full restores, don't drop. Oh, come on, bro. If I could waste Lucian's full restores here, Chef's Kiss. Alright, it looks like that might be full restore range. So it might... No! Lucian didn't use a full restore. Huh. Okay. That was annoying. But it's fine. I at least wasted one full restore. So that's a plus. Okay, Metacham shouldn't have anything that's like a big threat. Also shouldn't outspeed. No, it doesn't. Perfect. That should one-shot unless sashed. Perfect. You know what's probably likely? If there is a Pokemon that has a Focus Sash. Probably going to be Alakazam. Girafarig. Interesting. Yeah, I knew Girafarig was coming. Okay, so yeah. Girafarig, not the ace. It's going to be Alakazam. Okay. Alright, Girafarig does not outspeed. It shouldn't. I mean, my Garchomp's jolly. There isn't really going to be much that does outspeed it. Also, did the crit matter? Probably not. But I'll take it. I'm not mad about it. Alright, there's Alakazam. I swear, if this thing's sashed... Also, did the game not tell me that light screen was over? Or was... Oh, you know what? Mine probably had a light clay to extend to 8 turns. Not that it matters, but... Because Crunch is physical, so it doesn't matter. Oh, Alakazam's not his ace. There's still one more Pokemon. Oh. Interesting. Dinner's good. Had ham, scalloped potatoes, mixed vegetables, and pineapple. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds so good. You know what I love doing? I love... I won't make a whole ham just because that's way too much for just me. But I'll get like a quarter or something like that. And what I like doing is I like getting like maple syrup, brown sugar, you know, stuff like that. And I'll make like a glaze, and then I'll glaze the ham. I'll buy one that's not glazed, you know, so that I can, you know, I can control that myself and everything. And then I'll get the canned pineapple rings, and then I'll like skewer them onto the ham. So then, like I'll punch some holes into the ham with like a fork or something, and then I'll use like toothpicks, and I'll put the pineapple rings on the ham, and then I'll bake it just like that. So then oh my god, this idiot did have a light clay because light screen just ran out. Okay. And so then, like, as it bakes and everything, all the pineapple juices will go into the holes that I poked into the ham and everything, and then they'll also drip down into the baking pan as well, and they'll get it from the bottom as well. Oh, it's so good. Ground I cannot use because I'm almost positive Bronzong has Levitate. There's no way that it doesn't. So I mean, just to make my life easier, there's nothing saying that I can't use Gardevoir again. It's just more so my own personal rule to try to use like one Pokemon once, but I totally forgot that Lucian uses Bronzong of all Pokemon. Why? I mean, I get it, it's a psychic type, but like, why? Also, I've never fought a Bronzong before in this game. I find that so hard to believe. But apparently I haven't, because it doesn't give me the little tips. Not that I need it, but... I'm just so surprised by that. Anyway, Bronzong just got one shot. Thank you for not being sashed. And the crit, did it matter? Probably not. Probably not. But this affinity thing is so broken. It's so good, and I love it. It makes the game so much easier. Also, was 75... I mean, I keep repeating it, but, like, was 75 a little bit much? Yeah. 75 is a little high. But you know what? It's fine, because Cynthia's Togekiss and Garchomp are probably going to destroy me. So, in my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, I used Togekiss. I thought going into Garchomp with a Togekiss was quite literally the perfect counter. I mean, granted, it wasn't an ice type, but I thought it was like the perfect encounter, or perfect counter, because it couldn't use Earthquake. It couldn't use Earthquake on me because Togekiss is a flying type, and it it couldn't use Dragon because Fairy type. So I'm thinking, like, that limits it to like 2 moves. This idiot has Poison Jab. Cynthia literally gave her Garchomp Poison Jab. It was the perfect counter to Togekiss. And needless to say, Togekiss died. It was a lot of potion stalling. To make it, to make it work and everything, and it was a hot mess. So, I mean, hey, I lived, but yeah, that was rough. That was a rough fight. All right, so there's an ad that was going. I didn't even notice that. There's only like 20 seconds left in the ad or so. So let's just do one last check before going into Cynthia. You know what? Let's. Not that I really need it, but this is kind of like, for sure. Do I have like an Oran Berry? I mean, if I don't, I'll use a potion. Oops. Like 12. That's perfect. 6 HP. Alright, that's fine. Anyway, we are all good to go. We're all healed up. Was getting the perfect necessary? Probably not. But, you know what? I'd rather be safe than sorry. Because I don't remember what Cynthia's Garchomp is at. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. Alright, it is that time. And there's the piano. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means that you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses, too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. That's it, huh? Alright! I know she leads with Spiritomb, yeah? She does. Also, like, I love to just, like, point out, Cynthia, like, in terms of, like, story building and stuff like that, is such, like, a perfect character to make her as, like, the champion. Because I was reading an article about, like, why Cynthia is, like, a perfect champion. And I'm not even saying that as, like, coming from, like, you know, like a simping standpoint or anything. But, like, anything from, like, you know, but, like, actually, like, actual character building and stuff like that. Because, are you kidding me? This thing has a Lumberry? That's, nope, it's not a lumberry. Citrus. Okay. Whew, I got scared for a second. I'm like, there's no way that could have been anticipated. But, like, from, like, a character building, like, a character development, you know, point of view on that, because, Spiritomb is not a Pokemon. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, Gastro is Storm Drain. Oh my god! That boosts special attack. Oh my god. That's terrifying. That's not something I could have foreseen. Problem. Man, you're really doing everything to disrupt me here, huh? But Spiritomb's not a Pokemon that you see at any point during the story. And in order to get Spiritomb, it's like a whole process. I mean, in BDSP it's a lot easier because of the online function. You know, the open internet function and everything. It's a lot easier compared to what it was in Diamond and Pearl. Where in Diamond and Pearl, you had to be around someone to use the local play to go underground. And I don't even remember what it was. He had to, like, steal... I think he had to, like, steal, like, so many flags. I think it was, like, 32 or something. I don't even remember. But you had to steal so many flags in order to be able to unlock... after you put the keystone into the tower south of Salacion Town, in order to be able to unlock the encounter with Spiritomb, and you only get one. You only get one encounter. So it was like perfect, kind of like the perfect entrance, because you don't see that. You don't see Spiritomb until you fight Cynthia. And oh, come on. And, like, to make it even better, in Diamond and Pearl, Spiritomb had no weaknesses. It was one of 2 Pokemon that had no weaknesses. Please tell me Lefties was enough to not trigger Full Restore. Oh my god. She's going into Togekiss, isn't she? Lucario? Fascinating. Okay. Oh, that's why she switched to Lucario, because it has Dragon Pulse. Oh, that did a lot more than what I thought it would do. Alright, good lord. Okay, you know what? Maybe 75 was fine. I was not expecting her to swap around. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. I mean, Cynthia literally has one of the best AIs in the game. Also, all of her Pokemon are perfect IVs, which just makes her that much harder. God, please don't Poison Point. Please don't let me get the Poison Point. Let's go! Come on! Crit. Nice. Could have used that for Gastrodon, but it's fine. And no Poison Point, baby. Alright. Melodic. Actually, you know what? I don't think she uses Togekiss. Not until her rematch, I think. Right, because they kept this pretty true to her original team. And I think in her rematch is when she uses Togekiss. Because Togekiss isn't part of the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex. It wasn't... You couldn't get it until the expanded Dex. I mean, in BDSP you can get it early. Without the egg from Cynthia, you can get it in the Underground. Oh, come on, bro. Para, please. Nope. Don't burn me. Oh my god, bro. Are you kidding? Flame Orb. Flame Orb confirms that my Melodic has Marvel Scale, which doubles its defense. Oh, that's annoying. And she's gonna do one of two things. She's either gonna full heal, or if I'm gonna guess anything based off of how this AI has reacted, she's probably gonna hard swap into Garchomp, which terrifies me. Because I don't have a safe swap into Garchomp. I mean, if you want to get technical, maybe. Well, you know what, actually, I think I do. You know what? Okay. Let's play the game. Let's bait the AI a little bit here. Hear me out. The AI has been pretty strategic that when it knows that I'm going to use a move that Cynthia has a resist or even an immunity to, then Cynthia's going to swap into a Pokemon that takes that resist or that immunity. So, in theory, if I were to keep Luxray in, then Cynthia should swap to Garchomp because Ground has an immunity to Electric, thinking that I'm probably going to use Thunderbolt again, and I would do 0 damage to Garchomp, then she safely gets Garchomp in. So if I bait that switch, then I could bait her back and take this turn to heal Luxray, get rid of the burn, and heal up some HP. And then next turn, swap into Staraptor. I get the Intimidate drop, and it's probably going to go for Earthquake because it sees kill with Earthquake. And I take 0 damage on Staraptor. You know what? That's the plan. That's the game plan here. And if that doesn't happen, then I don't have a game plan after that. I don't know. Okay, she went full restore. That did not go according to plan. And she still gets the burn, even with the full restore, because it came to her end turn. Marble Scale only boosts defense, right? It doesn't boost special defense. Also, no hard swap. Also, the fact that my first one... Don't burn me again, please. Let's go. Okay. Alright, we're back to the same situation here again. I don't need to heal, but I feel like Cynthia wouldn't... she wouldn't use another full restore, right? There's no way. Now, is Crunch risky? Yes, because it could do, like, minimal damage because of Marvel. Well, actually, Marvel Scale wouldn't be active if she uses a full restore. But because of Marvel Scale, if she doesn't use a full restore, it's possible that it's not enough. It's also possible that it is enough, and it's fine. I'm overanalyzing this. I don't know. It's also possible that she switches into Garchomp, which I don't remember if Garchomp has Rough Skin or Sandvale. But you know what? I'm going to cover it. Oh my god, the AI did the thing. Garchomp? Gastro. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Gastro. Kill? Nice. Alright, perfect. You know what? Garchomp might be the only thing that she doesn't hard swap into. So she probably reserves it for last. I think the AI is set to do that. Otherwise, I feel like, well, I mean, 2 ground types, I guess, but we'll see. So, because she's got Spiritomb and Luxray left, and then Garchomp. And Garchomp, I could probably take advantage of. I could probably take advantage of a little bit of Intimidate cycling, because there's no way for her to fix her attack, the attack drops, once they're done, and it will severely mitigate how much damage Garchomp's doing, because it very well could easily one-shot Gardevoir with a Poison Jab. Because that's like one of the few things I actually remember from this fight is that her Garchomp has Poison Jab. So, alright, we're back to Milotic. And knowing the AI, it's not going to immediately swap. So I'm pretty safe to go back into Luxray. Burn is active. Attack drop does not matter. Oh my god, a full restore. But that means that she's not going to use a full restore on Garchomp, meaning that all HP, all damage done to it is permanent. Come on, Para, please. 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 Ah. Oh, God, come on, bro. Really hoping that for the Para so the burn didn't take effect. She doesn't hard swap this. Nice. Alright. This is the moment of truth. This is where the mind games begin. Actually, it's not even the mind games anymore. The mind games are over. Now it's just mitigating as much damage as possible from Garchomp. Now it's just... Oh, you know what? I didn't even use Garchomp at all during this fight. I ain't taking that risk, though. Let's get a couple Intimidate drops. What level is her Garchomp? Survey says 66. Right. So in theory, I could take advantage of this AI because it's not going to go for Earthquake, knowing that there's a flying type and it won't do any damage. It's possible that it goes for Dragon Claw and does a fair amount of damage to Luxray because of that. That I couldn't really get around, unfortunately. Okay, yep, there's Dragon Claw. 2 Intimidates actually didn't make that bad. So now it's probably going to go for Earthquake because it sees it's super effective. So let's swap to Staraptor here. Get another Intimidate. So that's now -3. There's the EQ. Alright, and then let's go back to Luxray here. And that's -5. Oh, attack drops are not permanent. Garchomp has Swords Dance. That is terrifying. That's not something I considered. I'm wondering if they intentionally gave Garchomp Swords Dance knowing that people like me would abuse this. Although, to be fair... Oh my god, it's just spamming... It's just spamming Swords Dance. They 100% gave Garchomp Swords Dance knowing that idiots like me would get greedy and spam this. That's a problem. I'm now in an infinite cycle that only ends not so great for me. Because I can only drop attack once, while Garchomp can boost its attack twice. And because now it threw in using Swords Dance, I have zero clue where its attack is. I have no idea. It's used 3 Swords Dances. So, okay, so let me think this out real quick. So it was at -5. It was at -5. It's used 3 Swords Dances, so that will put it at +1. And then factor in 1 or 2 Intimidate drops. It's probably either neutral or -1 would be my guess. There's no way that she gets greedy and goes for another... There's no way she goes for another Swords Dance. If she goes for another Swords Dance, we might have a problem. Okay. Alright. We're not going to be greedy. We're not going to be greedy. I think... So, she's probably going to go Dragon Claw. So let's go Gardevoir. To get Gardevoir... Yep, Gardevoir gets in for free! Oh god, Garchomp outspeeds. Don't poison. Perfect. Oh! I love it. I wish I used Garchomp during this fight. That's the only Pokemon I did not use was Garchomp. But I also didn't really have a good way to get it in. It was like low-key, I was kind of expecting Moonblast to not kill for some reason. I don't know. And just leave like a sliver of HP left on Garchomp. So then it would probably go for another Poison Jab, then swap Garchomp in for the kill. Because my Garchomp probably would have outsped with the Jolly Nature. But you know what? It's fine. Let's go. There we go. We beat Cynthia. We beat the Elite Four. Not a single death. I mean, granted, I kind of overtrained a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. Although, we did have some close calls. Sort of. So there we go. You gave the support your Pokemon needed to maximize their power, and you guided them with certainties to secure victory. You've both passion and calculating coolness. That's a word choice, alright. Sure. Together, you and your Pokemon can overcome any challenge that may come your way. Those are the impressions I got from our battle. I'm glad to take part in the crowning of Sinnoh's new champion. Now then, step onto the lift. My god, so dramatic. The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Professor Rowan, your last battle was splendid. Okay. Oh, hello, Professor Rowan. A child I enlisted for my Pokedex project has come this far. It's only natural that I come and witness their crowning achievement. I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion. Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Step this way, please. Professor Rowan, I need you over here as well. It's been a long while since I last entered this room. The last time you were here was when I became champion. Then yes, that would be quite a long time ago. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you're leaving are the memories of your adventures so far. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. There it is. Hall of Fame. Oh, I love it. Empoleon. Garchomp. Staraptor. Gardevoir. Luxray. And last but not least, Palkia. Shiny Palkia, nonetheless. That took me an eternity and a half to shiny hunt. There it is. That's it. It's like that right there is like half of like every team that like everyone plays with. I think maybe swap out Gardevoir for Floatzel, and there it is. There's the team that like literally everyone plays like Diamond and Pearl with. And then you could, you know, insert whatever starter you want from right there. Oh, there it is. That actually didn't take as long as what I expected it to. However, the credits are definitely going to take a hot minute to roll, and I cannot skip through those, unfortunately. Those are going to take a hot minute to roll. So while the credits are rolling, I'm going to take a quick little break. And of course, if you need to get up, stretch, get a snack, water, all that fun stuff, you know, feel free to do that as well. So we'll let the credits roll, and you know what? Honestly, like BDSP, best credit scenes. You know, one, the nostalgia factor, and two, just they're so much better than like almost any other game, just because it's so cinematic, and I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna take that quick little BRB while the credits roll, and we'll get to enjoy them. back from the credits. I love those so much. The credits are so nice. Oh, what is this? Hello. What is this? Oh, it's the Azure Flute. Right. Because I completed the PLA. Right. Forgot about that part. I mean, hey. Cool. I will not be shiny hunting Arceus on stream. Will I be shiny hunting Arceus? 100%. Just not on stream. Oh. Alright, Barry came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he was shouting about you needing to get on a ship at Snow Point City. Right. You know how impatient he is? He's gone before I could ask. Anyway, how's it going, kid? Is your project with Professor Rowan coming along? Yeah, totally. 100%. Well, before we do that, because I do want to do some of the post-game stuff, because now the fight area is unlocked. There's a couple quick little things that, you know, we can do that's post-game related. Which, actually, there's not as much as what I thought. But there is one thing that can do before we go to the fight area, which is there is a fight in the Valor Lakefront against Morimoto, which you don't have to have the complete Pokedex or anything like that. You can actually do it, and it gets you the Oval Charm once you beat him, which really only is helpful for eggs, but it's a cool little thing that we can get kind of quickly here. It's a fun little thing. Why not? It's fun. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll go to the fight area. I don't know how much of that I really want to do, because there's really not a lot of story in the fight area. Really, the only story in the fight area is Stark Mountain. And again, I mean, I don't want to catch Heatran because I want to leave it open to shiny hunting. I don't remember where exactly. I should have looked at this, and I don't remember exactly where it is I can fight Morimoto. Oh, it's this guy right here. If you would have asked me that Morimoto was designed as a swimmer in this game, I would have been like, nah, no. Anyway. Here we are. I looked at his team very briefly, and I don't remember. And he also leads with Spiritomb. Oh my god. Dang. They really said, you know what? Cynthia wasn't enough. Cynthia wasn't the only one that needs to use Spiritomb. Let's also give him to Morimoto. Like, alright, bro. Burn, burn, burn. Are you kidding me? This thing also has citrus? Huh? What? Did they literally just copy Cynthia's Spiritomb and be like, you know what? Let's also give it to Morimoto. Oh, wait, I do not want to switch into Shadow Ball. Oh my god. Fascinating. Although, unlucky me this time, I did not get the... Oh, come on, burn! Burn! Yeah, baby! Never mind. Got the burn. Let's go. Nice. That was so satisfying. 1 HP lived but got the burn, so it takes the burn tick. 10 out of 10. Flareon. Alright. His team is so random, and I feel like there's gotta be, like, some kind of meaning behind it. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it is just, like, some of his favorite Pokemon. And that's it. That's the meaning. That's the team. I don't know. I don't know, but, because, you know, now that it's post-game, this opens it up to National Dex. Which, I don't even know how to unlock that. I don't know if that's an automatic thing. I just gotta go to Rowan. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. Because I'm not sure if that's something I just go to his lab and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I also have this for you, which is the radar. Because I think you have to beat the E4 to get the radar, but I could be wrong on that one. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that one. But I'm pretty sure, because that would make sense, because radar allows you to get Pokemon that aren't part of the regional dex. So I guess that would make sense. Oh my god, this idiot also swaps? Oh my god, into Hippowdon. What are we doing, bro? Seriously? Ten out of 10. I love it. Okay. I'm still gonna take Sandstorm Chip here, but it's fine. I don't really care. It's so little, I don't really care. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying that it uses Stealth Rock. Great. And Water Pulse definitely isn't going to kill in Sandstorm. Oh, I stand corrected. Crit? Not a crit. Interesting. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can't remember, because in Gen 9, Sandstorm boosts special defense. Does Sandstorm boost defense? But in Gen 8 and before? I can't remember. I should know this, and I genuinely don't remember. I actually don't remember. I want to find out. So I feel like Water Pulse should not have killed. Oh no, no, it didn't change. It's still special defense. It's still special defense. That's crazy. That's crazy that, and I mean, Water Pulse isn't really that strong of a move. But that's kind of nuts. I mean, hey, I'm not mad about it. Okay. What's up for Vaporeon? We're still going, though. Jolteon. Oh. Wow, Morimoto has all 3 of the original Eevees. Okay. That's interesting. That's so random. Like, the original 3 Eevees, Hippowdon, Spiritomb. What else? There's one more. Oh my god, Jolteon actually outsped Garchomp. Don't drop. Perfect. Okay. Last one. What is it? Ambipom? Really? Ambipom's the last Pokemon? That's so random. Also, Stealth Rocks is really gonna hurt Staraptor. I didn't even think about that. How bad? How bad? Quarter. Love that. Okay. What level is Ambipom? 64? Close combat should kill, yeah? There's no way it doesn't. Oh. Pfft. Fake out. Wow, that did a fair amount of damage. Even with the... Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a guaranteed flinch, I believe. Oh my god. Wow. I'm getting smacked around by an Ambipom. I can't believe I got clowned on by an Ambipom. What the heck? Fascinating. 120... 230... Yeah, that's fine. Ice Punch. Of course you have Ice Punch. Don't freeze me. Don't freeze, don't freeze, don't freeze. Perfect. Nope, don't want the bag. Don't want the bag. As long as I don't get frozen, close combat should kill, right? Come on, don't freeze. Let's go. Worth it. Neat. Sweet. Okay. 13,000? Oh my god, I should have used an amulet coin for that fight. Dang. Oh well. Anyway, Oval Charm. Oh, I actually... Can I rematch Morimoto? Because if so, I mean, that's easy farming for a fair amount of money. Also, yeah, actually, I want to check real quick. Where is Salacion, or Sanjum Town? I just want to check super quick, just to kind of answer my question. If it's post-game that Rowan gives you the radar and the national dex, or if I have to go to Ramana's Park. Which is another thing I need to do. I don't think I went to Ramana's Park on here. There's no way I would have. Yeah, there's no way. So that's another thing that we could do as well, is go to Ramana's Park. Because frankly, I don't really feel like doing the whole story bit with Stark Mountain right now, but... Okay, maybe not. Do I? Sure. Okay. I don't remember how to get that. Or if I already have it. I don't know. Oh? Okay. Alright, you know, we're getting distracted. But you know what? This is okay. So apparently I either already have the radar or I get it in some other way. And I don't remember what it is. But I want to know what the Elder has for me. Okay, so she's not over here. Is she in the cave or is she in her house? Also, like, missed opportunity. Like, this has, like, almost zero story significance. Like, no significance whatsoever. Except for maybe a little bit of story. And a little bit of lore. But really, there's not much there. Missed opportunity with this whole area. Which house was the elders? I don't remember. Definitely not this one. Is it this one, or is it the one on the right? Nope, this is the herb shop. Surprised they don't have a sign there. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the Elder's house is the biggest house. Man, that would be a dead giveaway, wouldn't it? That's crazy. Anyway, I did some research on my own since that spot of trouble last time. Mount Coronet acting up had me very concerned too. Well, this is what I found in the shrine. A book. It's quite old. See for yourself. Oh my god, it's Dialga. That's crazy. It reads, Dialga, the guardian Pokemon of time. It seems that there were two Pokemon in ancient Sinnoh. They respectively stood as symbols of time and spatial dimensions. That's it? That's what you had to show me? Was a book? Right. When that Pokemon was born, intelligence bloomed among us, enriching our lives. When that Pokemon was born, emotions bloomed among us, giving us joy and sorrow. When that Pokemon was born, willpower bloomed among us, spurring us into action. Fascinating. So, that's what she had? Honestly, kind of disappointed by that. I expected so much more out of that. But it's fine. Anyway, so we can do one of two things here. We could go to Snow Point City to then go to the fight area. Because I feel like even if I were to do the majority of the story for Stark Mountain, which honestly, I think for stream, really not that important. Because the only significance that it has is just getting to Heatran, which I'm not shiny hunting on stream or anything like that. But also Romana's Park, zero story significance other than shiny hunting areas, but it's at least something. So let's do Romana's Park. And let's at least get to the... Let's at least do, like, the story portion. Like, leading up to, like, the fight area. And stuff like that. So, yeah. I think that's what we'll do. I think that is what we'll do. So, it's simple. But you know what? I mean, technically speaking, Romana's Park isn't post-game. You could really access this anytime after Surf. After you get Surf. I mean, the majority of Romana's Park, really, you can't really take advantage of it until post-game stuff. So, I still have the Sinnoh Pokedex. How do you unlock the National Dex? I don't even remember how to do that in this game. It's been that long. Also, do I have the radar? 'Cause I think that's also a post... No, I don't. That's also a post-game thing. There's a way to do it, and I don't remember how. Also, love the fact that you can just ignore these kids right there. 10 out of 10. Oh, God, I should use a repel, because these wild Pokemon are going to get annoying. I should probably do that. That would make my life so much easier. Especially since they're so weak. Only like in the 20s. Potion. Or nope, repels. Repels. Where's that at? Here we go. There we go. That'll make life so much easier. Oh god, there's options. This is definitely not the way. Also, since I'm going to be fighting a lot of water types, let's do a little switcheroo. And do that. Perfect. Okay. I hate that there's like so many different options as to how I'm going to manage. Unless it's all just one big loop-de-loop. Nope. That's definitely not right. I don't remember how to... I don't remember how to get to Romana's Park. I already have this. Because I got this from the underground, but okay. The rightful bearer of a plate draws from the plate it holds. Alright. That's great. Okay, so I do need to go up from here. You turn? You do, let's go. Nice. Okay. Why do I still feel like I'm going like the completely wrong way? Like, why do I feel like I have to be up there? Oh, because I can easily access it from up here, so it's fine. Let's see. Where does this take me? Does it, at the end, does it matter? Kind of, actually. That's a dead end. So yeah, it does matter. Which is slightly annoying, but that's fine. At least it's an easy course correct. At least it's an easy fix. And I don't have to go like all the way around. Can I avoid you? Probably not. I think one of them's probably a mandatory fight. The other one probably is not. And that's low-key kind of annoying. Okay, yeah, the one definitely turns. The other does not. So one of them is mandatory. The other one is not. And if I'm going to do one, might as well just take them on as a double battle. You know, maybe I regret the double battle part. I don't know. It depends. What level? Around like 30s or something that the wild Pokemon are at? There's no way they're really that crazy. Especially since one of them's using a Weasel. And the game probably assumes that you get this area after you get Surf. And not as like post-game. Oh. What am I worried about? I mean, I wasn't worried, but... You know, it's fine. Easy. Crit did not matter with the power level that I'm at. So, it's more of an annoyance than really anything. Okay. Fair enough. This should be the only battle, I think, leading up to Romana's Park, I believe. Or at least in the water. Thank you for the hydrate. I will go ahead and do that. Make sure, of course, you know, you're also hydrated as well. Drink plenty of water. Treat yourselves very well. I'm going to mute myself because my bottle is very loud. As if also, you know, we're not completely surrounded by a ton of water here, too. Oh, there might be one more fight. Do you turn? There's no way. Haha! Alright, what's this? protein, nice. Very nice. Okay, ooh. Honey, alright. Very nice. Oh, how convenient that there's a honey tree right there after just picking up a bottle of honey. Oh, you do turn. And I feel like I'm going the wrong way again. Lepa berries. Alright. That's big. Pecha. Nice. Okay, what is this? Mago? What are those green ones? I don't even know what those are. Koala? Hondu. Ah, Hondu berries. Okay. Perfect. No. I'm almost there. Oh, come on. Are you telling me that I can't even go in here after all that? And there's a fight right there? Whatever. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if Romana's Park is like actually post-game until I go to the the fight area. I'm wondering if that's what triggers the unlock for it, because that's like the flag that actually says something about like, hey, I actually beat Cynthia kind of thing. I don't know. I don't remember how this game works. It's been so long. Alright, after that obnoxiously long sequence, because we both decided to have Intimidate. And they very much kept this game true to Diamond and Pearl, where almost everything is so slow. Except for the HP bar. Thank God they changed that, though. They didn't make that super long. They could have been funny and did that, though. Because nothing's funnier than using Focus Blast on Blissey and just slowly watching that HP bar go down to 0. Alright. Perfect. I really hope I didn't waste my time coming here. Yeah, I did. I wasted my time coming here. It's fine. Alright, well, I've stalled long enough. Let's go to Snow Point City, I guess. Oh, you know what also? I kind of wonder what the diamond dust looks like in this game. I don't think I've gotten it. Because I think it only shows up on your birthday. If I remember it correctly. I think in Scarlet Violet, it's a rare chance overall to happen. Just because weather is so random in Scarlet Violet. But I think the diamond dust only happens on your birthday. And Legends EA, wish we could change the color of our Rotom phones. Instead of a bracelet, we could have our keystones and other type accessories, like a belt buckle. Like the NPCs that... Right? Like, missed opportunity. I really wish that one... Like, Scarlet Violet gave us options to change our phone cases. There wasn't like a million of them, but there was still options. I wish that, you know, we at least had some options to change, even just basic colors. Like, I'm not even asking for like crazy designs or really anything like that. I mean, it would be pretty cool. It would definitely be cool. Oh, right, ad. I totally forgot about that. So we'll hang out. There we go. Ad break should be done. But yeah, no, as I was saying before the ad, I didn't realize that was even going. Yeah, I would love that if we had the ability to change our phone cases. Like, even just, like, basic colors or anything like that. I mean, hey, it'd be something, because in Scarlet Violet we could change our phone cases. And then having the ability, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that the keystones, the individual characters having keystones in like something unique. Wasn't there like a hidden item here or no? I guess not. I guess that kind of makes sense why they wouldn't give us that, but like at least let us like change like the color or something for our bracelet. But you know what? In a way, I can also understand why they didn't do that. Because at least in ZA, it was the keystone was already embedded, and they basically set up the story that, you know, it's kind of rare. Not a ton of trainers can Mega Evolve, just because of how limited keystones are and stuff like that. So I kind of understand that, but like on the other hand, it's like ZA breaks like just about all other lore about X and Y. Like, what's one tiny little detail, you know? Like, I don't know. Anyway, off to the battle zone. But yeah, no, that stuff would be pretty cool, though. And I wish that we had that. Or at minimum, the phone cases, you know? And I'm hoping that with the DLC, it gives us the option. They add it so that we can change our phone cases. Will it? Probably not. But it would be nice, especially since, like, some NPCs and stuff have different phone case colors. That'd be pretty great. Anyway, so Barry's back to finding us as usual. And what's this guy's name? Buck, I think? Right. Yeah, deep inside the volcano, there's supposed to be a treasure. Yeah, the treasure's heat ran. Okay. Yeah, I love how, like, this... I love how it, like, basically sets up and, like, gives you options. You know, you can either go to the battle tower, go to the volcano, which is Stark Mountain. But yeah, there is actually some story stuff. You can't go north until you go, like, certain directions. Anyway, berries, because we love berries. So Pomeg, and then what? More Hondu berries? Yeah. Alright, perfect. Okay. Perfect. I don't think there's really anything super significant in really like any of these houses. Am I gonna check anyway? Yeah, absolutely. You could change the phone case, it would be blue, and change the keystone being kind of like a Corbeau pin. Make it kind of like Space Patrol Delta badge on Skytate's just okay. Honestly, I mean, I probably would go with an orange phone case, more than likely. I don't even know like what I would do in terms of like if I had the choice of like an accessory or like location I could put my Megastone. Honestly, I'd probably do it kind of like Maxi and just like put it in my glasses. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool. Was it like super nerdy of Maxi? Yeah, kind of. But you know what? I like Maxi. Unpopular opinion, Maxi's better than Archie. And I know that's a hot take. Okay, map. Because I think directly north is just the battle tower. Yeah, it is. Also, big miss. Big miss in this game is they didn't bring back the entire frontier. We just got the battle tower, and that's really sad. A point card, okay. Like, listen, there's absolutely nothing that compares to the Emerald Battle Frontier. I mean, that was like peak Pokemon. Truly a challenge, you know, and especially in a game where you didn't have access to easy EV training. I think maybe you had the power items, but I'm not sure. One, it introduced breeding, which there was no way for you to know what the stats were like unless you got the Pokemon to around like level 20 or so, where it could be easily calculated on what their IVs are to figure it out. So you had to do that the hard way. You had to do that. And then if you wanted to get your Pokemon up and level, you had to do it the hard way. You had to do it the traditional way. You know, and I don't know if the power items were a thing. I could be wrong. I don't remember. But, like, everything was so hard to do it. And then, you know, you basically, in some of the areas, your team was not set to level 50. It was set to whatever, it wasn't set. It was whatever your team's level was, that was it. So, truly a challenge. It's actually something that I have never done. I've gotten some of the silver symbols, but I've never gotten a gold symbol. So, yeah, definitely a challenge. And then they added the Gen 4, the Gen 4 Battle Frontier in Diamond and Pearl, and they carried it over into Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Honestly, so good. Still good, not as good, but still pretty good. Oh, there's TMs here. Calm Mind, Toxic, Bulk Up, Earthquake. Oh, Earthquake's renewable? Oh, that's so nice, but it's 80 BP. That would take forever. But it's nice that it's an option. Same thing with Shadow Ball, Brick Break, Sledge Bomb, Aerial Ace, Tract, Energy Ball, Dragon Pulse, Will-O-Wisp, Stone Edge, T-Wave, X-Scissor, Cut, Fly. Oh, all the HM moves. Nice. Waterfall, Rock Climb. Cool. Well, that's nice to know that that's here. What's in here? What's in this one? Ability... Oh, wow. Ooh. That's pretty neat. Ability Patch, Capsule, Bottle Caps. Yo, that's big. I think Hyper Training is still level 100 here, though. But, you know, it is what it is. Rare candies, and then all of the vitamins, Lucky Egg, power items, and then all the EV berries, Life Orb, Toxic Orb, Flame Orb, Mental Herb, White Herb, Power Herb, all the choice items, Bright Powder, Focus items, Scope Lens, Light Clay, Lucky Punch, Razor items, all the evolution items. Yo, you can get mints here? I never knew. I mean, I also never explored this area. I don't even think I came up here on a Brilliant Diamond copy. I don't think. Yo, that's so cool. You can get the mints here, too. Honestly, if I really wanted to, I could probably use my points from home to exchange there instead if I really wanted something. Am I going to? Probably not. But it's nice to know that I have that option. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I came up here. I don't remember any of this other than, like, doing this in, like, Diamond and Pearl stuff. Because I think on my Brilliant Diamond copy, I think that I pretty much just kind of rushed to get to Stark Mountain. And then that was about it because I wanted to shiny hunt Heatran because I thought that was a good idea for some reason. And, you know, that ended up taking forever. So yeah, whatever, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if I came up here in Brilliant Diamond. I don't think I did. Because I don't remember any of... I mean, I know of this because Diamond and Pearl and then Heart Gold and Soul Silver had the Battle Tower too. But I don't think I did this in Brilliant Diamond because I was trying to rush to get the Heatran. So... anyway, that was a nice little side adventure. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing Stark Mountain. Because that's more of a grind than really anything, and it has very little story significance. But I'll at least get to... Oh, wow. Resort area, the survival area. I think... Yeah, I have to go to the resort area first, I think. And then the survival area. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, wait, no, this is blocked off, too. Wait, do you actually have to attempt the battle tower? You actually have to attempt the battle tower before you can progress anywhere? If so, that's kind of dumb, but I also I understand it. I mean, if I have to do the battle tower, I'm not doing that. I'm alright with calling it a little early. Because honestly, there really isn't that much story stuff. Otherwise... Oh, no, that goes up to the... Yeah, I think that's what you have to do. I think... Because that's blocked off there. I think that's what you have to do. I think you have to take on the battle tower before you can progress on the story. Yep. Yep, that's exactly what I have to do, is take on the battle tower. Can I just do one battle? Can I just do, like, one battle and then call it a day kind of thing and progress? Or do I have to, like, go until I fight Palmer? Because, low-key, that's pretty annoying. Let's... Okay. Let's just go doubles, I guess. Just posted pictures of SkyTate in the media section in your Discord. Oh, yeah, I'll take a look at it after stream. Oh, God. I can't even use this team because Palkia, bro... Yeah, I have to do this before I can progress anywhere. And that's so annoying that... Wait. There's no way that I don't have to pick... I don't pick all 6, right? Yeah? I don't think so. Because I don't have a Pokemon to swap. That's an unfortunate nature of that Steelix I caught earlier. While I was grinding. Because, like, the next highest level is 54, and Bro's not even evolved. And since this is a Gen 4 remake, even though Eviolite is technically a thing, it's not a thing in BDSP. BDSP does not have most of the new items, especially the hold items, it has like some of the convenience items, like the mints and stuff like that. But also, nature is really unfortunate. Eviolite is not a thing because it's a Gen 5 hold item. And I know that for a fact because the Assault Vest was Gen 5 as well. And it's not available in BDSP. Which I was really hoping it was because I wanted to put it on like Staraptor or something like that. Which is fine. So, but I'm not doing all this. And there's really so little story that it's not really worth it, you know, to dedicate for stream. The majority of the fight area is just grinding, and that's not entertaining. It's not even something I want in like a VOD or anything, because it's, I don't know, it's not really that entertaining, because pretty much all that's left is do the battle tower. I don't even remember exactly how this works. It's been so long since I've done it. And then that unlocks for me to go to the next area, which doesn't really have any significance other than, yeah, it's here, it's a thing. Eventually kind of like loops around to getting to Buck. And literally all that Buck is you just join him while you run around Stark Mountain, which is nothing but a bunch of trainer battles until you get to Heat Ram. That's it. They basically have this whole area dedicated to the battle tower and Heat Ram, and that's about it. It's nothing but a bunch of grinding and stuff. There's like so little story to it. It's not even worth it. And then same thing with Route 224. It's nothing but a bunch of grinding to get to where Shaman's at. So yeah, not really super worth it. Honestly, I am totally okay with calling it a little early. I mean, it's about a half an hour before I normally end, but that's all right, because I'm not going to try to force it and then get in the middle of something and then we go way over or anything like that, because now there's an awkward spot to just stop in. So yeah, that's what we'll call it for today. I will call BDSP pretty much done. Not really anything really worth, really including anymore for on stream, because the majority of it is, as I said, just grind. So, BDSP done. That's it. This is the last VOD for BDSP. We can finally wrap that up. Next stream will really all depend. I haven't fully decided, but I'm pretty sure I have to set it up. I have to set it up tomorrow. But tomorrow, as long as everything is all good, I have to double check my layouts and stuff for that. But I'm thinking we're going to be going back to the French Y randomizer. So we started that quite a while ago. And I don't remember exactly where we're at, but I think somewhere around the second gym. Sometime after the second gym, I believe, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while. I have to make sure everything's all good and everything, which I'll probably do tomorrow. So we'll probably go back to that. I also need to set up my Joy-Con so I can use those as controls, because trying to do it with keyboard is atrocious. Especially considering I don't remember keys and stuff like that, where I can set my Joy-Cons to be identical to what I'm used to. So should have done that this weekend, and I didn't think about it, and I was too busy grinding BDSP and ZA anyway. So yeah, we'll probably get back to that if for some reason I don't set that up and that's not ready to go. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out exactly what we'll do in that situation. Probably just kind of screwing around in ZA or something like that. I don't know. Also, this week is the last full week of streams until Thanksgiving. I know it's a little early for that, but next week. Well, let me double check the calendar before I go in and say that. Yeah, next week is American Thanksgiving. So this will be the last week. So then Wednesday and Friday, stream as usual unless something crazy happens or whatever with that. And then stream next Monday. And then for the rest of that week, there will be no streams because I will be heading home for the holiday. And I am not taking anything important with me. I'm going back to my parents to spend the holiday, and I'll be there starting from Wednesday, the day before American Thanksgiving, and then I'll be there all weekend. So there will be no streams from after next Monday. So I'll put a reminder in Discord. There's already one there, but I can do another one later as well. But yeah, last full week of streams until the holiday as well. I'll have Monday next week, but that is it. And then I'll figure out exactly what we're going to do Wednesday. I'm going to try to set up the randomizer again, get that all good to go, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. But with that, we'll call it a fair night. So, if you aren't already, hit that purple heart button. I would certainly appreciate that. You get notified whenever I go live. Plus, it also shows some general support here for the channel. And my follows are anonymous. So if you want to still hit that purple heart and stay in the shadows, you won't get called out either in chat or on screen verbally or anything like that. So yeah, you can do that. If you aren't already as well, follow all of the socials. If I can spell, good lord. Follow all the socials as well. Twitter, I post whenever I go live, plus the occasional other stuff there. And then also on YouTube, most of my VODs go there, plus clips go up there as shorts as well. So there's plenty of content once it expires here on Twitch. In terms of YouTube, the last ZA VOD will be up tomorrow, I believe. I think that's when I have it set to go up. And then I got a whole bunch of shorts that will go up over time as well. The BDSP VODs will go up sometime. I don't know. I have to look at my exact schedule on that one. But those will be going up here somewhat soon-ish. So yeah, plenty of content over there. And then last but not least, if you aren't already, join the Discord. I also post whenever I go live there. Plus, if you want, you can also get notifications for schedule updates or changes or anything else going on with that. And you can also get notifications for YouTube uploads as well. So you get notified as soon as I upload there as well. Plus, anything else going on there as well. But with that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night or day, or whenever it is that you may be watching the VOD, or if you're watching live, whichever it may be. But yeah, appreciate you being here. As I said, I'll be back again on Wednesday unless something crazy happens, and I'll figure out exactly what we're gonna do with that. But other than that, have a great rest of your night, day, time zone, all that fun stuff, and hope to see you again.
Do you like feel good now? I meant to ask and check in on you more, and but I hope that you're, yeah. I mean, same. I feel like it can be a little bit stressful, so it's always nice to get stuff like that, like just